In the storm tracker for us this morning in Simsbury, on the lookout for damage. Good morning, Lissette.
Good morning, Keith and Margot. Yeah, well, Keith, you were also blowing around. Well, our storm tracker has been too. These have been pretty strong winds that we have been dealing with, and we have been getting reports. And also, you heard Maggie there, getting reports of some issues on the roads. So we just made it to Simsbury. We had received a report on Corn Hunt. I could be mispronouncing that, so I apologize in advance. Corn Hunt Road in Simsbury. So I'm going to go let you know what things are looking like so far. We've also been keeping a close eye on the outage maps for Eversource and United Illuminating. At last check, looks like Eversource was seeing about 16,000 customers without power, but those numbers continue to go up and down. So that's something that we will closely be watching. And if you're waking up and seeing any damage where you're living or during your commute, feel free to let us know. We'll go ahead and show any pictures and videos, but obviously do that from a safe distance. So we'll continue to check in throughout the morning, but that's the latest from inside the storm tracker. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
All right, thank you, Lissette. We'll check in with her in just a bit.
Yes, she's been out on the roads in the Fox 61 storm tracker. Lissette, I know you're in Manchester now. What are you seeing? What have you encountered? Because I've got so many roads closed from what I see here.
I know, I feel for you. And we just got to Manchester, School Street. We just received a report that a huge tree is down, so you're seeing some issues on the roads. Please let us know. We'd be more than happy to get some pictures or videos. Go ahead and email us at sheriff61@fox61.com, and then we'll also take a ride down to your town or city and check out some of that damage ourselves. But for now, we are live inside the storm tracker. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
And Lissette's in Manchester, about 920 customers without power.
Manchester, Fox 61's Lissette Nunez standing by live. She's bundled up, staying warm, and checking out a lot of damage. Lissette, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Matt. And what a mess this wind has really created. We've been driving all over the state. We were in Simsbury, saw the same issues there. We're talking trees down, wires down, and this is School Street in Manchester, no different. We're talking about garbage cans being knocked over by the wind. This one, not too much of an issue. It is just here in the neighbor's driveway. But some of these wind has been knocking them down across the road. So some of the cars have been driving around trying to get away from those cars. So those are some of the issues that we're dealing with here in Bloomfield and Hartford. Want to give you one last look here in School Street once again. This is just one example of the damage we've been dealing with all morning long. Now, I do want to give you a wider picture of what exactly is happening across the state. For that, I want to go ahead and bring in Maggie. I know, Maggie, you've been so busy this morning trying to give us the latest as far as road closure, so bring us up to date with what's happening across the state.
Absolutely, Lissette. Yeah.
Nunez is outside the storm tracker. She's in Manchester this morning, and that's where some of the damage is pretty significant. Still some power outages there. Lissette, good morning.
Yeah, Tim and Erica, we're still hanging around with School Street in Manchester. This is where we found some of the most impressive damage caused by this wind. So right now you can see that a tree brought down several wires. Some of the branches the wires, I should say, supporting the branches. Luckily, no houses, cans that was here. Just to give you an idea, it's been pretty much all over the place. We've seen cars zigzagging around some of these cans because some of them were knocked down on the driveway. Others were completely laying on the middle of the road. I do know that Dan and Moranti and also Matt, they do have that trash can forecast, just to give you an idea. So some of these cans have been going, we're talking about easily over 12 feet. They've been blown by the wind. And even when we were driving around inside the storm tracker, we could hear the howling and the wind was shaking our truck. And we have a pretty big truck, but still pretty powerful. Another thing I also want to mention, obviously the cold, we're extremely bundled up right now. And for that reason, the governor has also activated the severe weather protocol. So if someone does not have a warm place to go to, you could go ahead and call 211 and you will be connected to a shelter and a warm place to stay. So that stays active until noon. So we want to continue urging folks, if you are waking up to any damage, please let us know. We'll be happy to check that out across the state. But for now, we are live in Manchester. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
in the storm tracker, moving around across the state, showing us what conditions are like as we deal with all these road closures and fallen trees. Lissette, you're in Newington. What are you seeing there?
Good morning, Meg. Yeah, and I heard you mention the Maple Hill closure. We just swung by there, did not see any damage, so it looks like that may have been cleared up already. But, I mean, what an eventful morning. We've been seeing damage pretty much in different towns. I want to show you some footage that we captured earlier this morning. We've been keeping a close eye on the outage maps for not only Eversource, United Illuminating. I think early this morning around 4:30, that's when we saw about 17,000 customers without power. That number roughly about the same right now. So those are numbers that we closely continue to watch. We see that these strong winds definitely caused a lot of issues, especially in Manchester. We did see where we saw that tree down. That street, a lot of folks there did not have power, so that still had not been cleaned up since the last time we left. So that's something that we will closely continue to watch. One last note before we leave, I just want to go ahead and mention that the governor had issued the severe weather protocol. So what that means is if folks do not have a warm place to go to, you could go ahead and dial 211 and you will be connected to a warm place to go to. So that's still in effect as of this morning. We'll continue to check in throughout the morning. We'll be your eyes and ears on the road, but for now we are live inside the storm tracker. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
Lissette, thank you. Stay warm out there.
Outside now. So she is ready to go. Although, man, come on, put that mask on. That'll help keep you warm, Lissette Nunez, live in South Windsor. Come on, come on, come on.
Cold. Yeah, so we're in South Windsor now because one of our viewers, Carl, he went ahead and sent us a picture this morning about a tree blocking down the entrance of the Strawbridge condo complex. So crews came here pretty quickly. They just wrapped up. They cleared the tree that was there. It also knocked power and also make sure that those wires were no longer live. So that's just some of the damage that we've seen throughout the state, and we still continue to feel the cold and the wind. For that same reason is why the governor issued the severe weather protocol, and what that essentially means is for folks do not have a warm place to go to, you could go ahead and call 211 and you will be connected to a shelter and resources to stay warm, because right now still pretty cold out and we plan on feeling these cold temperatures throughout the next couple of hours. But we'll be sure to keep you updated, and if you guys continue to see damage or waking up to any damage this morning, make sure you send that over to share61@fox61.com. We're live in South Windsor. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.